It's not the big habits that dramatically change your life. It's the mini habits. The ones that take 60 seconds or less, that you consciously practice 200 to 500 times, that quietly change your life. With that stated, here are 33 mini habits that I built over the years which quietly changed my life. An important note before we jump in is please don't apply all the mini habits at once. That's overkill. Pick one or two mini habits and apply to your daily routine. Once mastered, come back to this list and pick out another 1 to 2 and repeat until you've quietly changed your life. Coolio? If so, let's go rapid fire. Number 1. Wake up in the morning, literally jump out of bed with joy and repeat the following to yourself. I am your full name, and I am your main intention expressed in the past or present tense, and today was brilliantly successful for me. Homage to Trevor G. Blake for this game changer. Why this habit? How you start the day is how you end the day. The issue is, most people start the day with doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety, thinking through the contents of their day and stressing over how it's going to go. This is a poor use of your mind. A better use is to prime your mind with victory before the day even begins. This is the way of the master, to see the end before the beginning. Practice this and you'll have better days. Number 2. Before you pass out at night, run through the events of the day and forgive anybody and everybody who rubbed you the wrong way, including yourself. It could be something big or small, it doesn't matter. But it's important to process and clear the experiences from the day so you can rest easy. Then bring to mind a vision of your ideal life and let that be the last thing on your mind before you drift off into sleep. Do this every night and you may notice an increase in HRV, a lowering of your resting heart rate, and an overall increase in joy the next morning. Why this habit? Forgiveness and letting go is to the soul what a shower is to the body. If you do it, you remain light and clean. If you don't do it, you become heavy and drained. You don't want to carry the wounds of today into the freshness of tomorrow, so end each night with forgiveness. Number 3. Clean your desk at day's end and preload your laptop with the websites, docs, and resources you need to knock out the number 1 priority the next morning. Then block everything else with cold turkey blocker. Why this habit? When you preload the laptop with what you need the following day, you have already started the work process. This will make it easier for you to continue the work and get right into it the next morning because you've eliminated all friction. Number 4. If you take supplements, buy a weekly supplement container. Every Sunday night, preload the supplement container and keep it where you'll see it. Why this habit? Most people have a cabinet full of supplements but never remember to consistently take them. Make it easier by just prepping your supplements once. Plus, this makes it easy to travel around, so you don't have to carry your oversized magnesium bottle with you everywhere you go. Number 5. Set the thermostat between 60 to 67 Fahrenheit for sleeping. Why this habit? Sleep is the greatest performance-enhancing drug on earth, and one of the best ways to induce higher quality sleep is by making your room colder. This is the ideal temperature for sleeping. Number 6. Keep a one-sentence journal. Why this habit? Everybody wants to journal, but hardly anybody can keep a consistent journal. With the one-sentence journal, you simply write down one sentence for each day. This is easy and manageable. Plus, if you miss a day, you can easily go back and write one sentence. This allows you to quickly and easily build a journaling habit. Number 7. Sense your arms and legs and feel your feet on the floor as you live your life. Why this habit? Most people are disembodied. This results in you being head-heavy and disconnects you from the field of reality. Consequence of this is you lose joy, compassion, strength, discipline, and peace. All these qualities come from reality, not the separate mind. By sensing your arms and legs and feeling your feet on the floor while you live, you learn to meditate with your eyes open and ground yourself in present moment awareness. This is where all the magic happens. Number 8. Do an energy cleanse before every important meeting, call, or event. This will refresh your energy and help you have a better call. Watch this short to learn how. Why this habit? You're essentially giving yourself an energetic massage. This relaxes the tension patterns in the face, head, neck, and shoulders, which is where we usually hold a lot of tension. In return, this allows you to wash away the cobwebs that get in the way of you and present moment awareness. Number 9. Open the Settings app on your iPhone and disable all notifications. Then create a favorites list of the people who may need you in the event of an emergency and put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Keep it here 24/7 and communicate to your list of favorites. If it's an emergency, call twice to get through Do Not Disturb. Otherwise, I'll call you when I see it. Why this habit? If you live intentionally, you win. If you don't live intentionally, you lose. Problem is, the phone trains you to react and to lose attention with every notification, ping, or text that comes through. You don't want to build a habit of reacting, so disable all pings and get your attention back. Number 10, do the bow and the arc daily. Why this habit? The body keeps score. All the traumas, hurts, and pains are stored in the fascia of the body. In order to liberate yourself from the past and free up your energy to act boldly in the now, you have to clear the holding patterns in the body. Doing the bow and the arc daily is a great way of doing that. By holding your body in these positions for minutes at a time, you stimulate the pains of yesterday and feel them to completion. Once you do, you become freer and bolder. Number 11. Imagine a bubble around negative people to contain their energy. Why this habit? In the book 3 Simple Steps, which is a great book by the way, by Trevor G. Blake, he recommends putting on a mentality shield. A shield of positivity that you imagine over your body that protects you from all negativity. This is cool and it works, but personally, I find it better to visualize a bubble over negative people. This keeps their energy in their own space and it can no longer leave their bubble to touch you. Number 12. Keep your center of gravity in the lower belly. This is the physical, energetic, and spiritual and action center of the body. The master acts from the belly. The novice acts from the mind. Why this habit? When you act from the belly, your actions will become effortless because you're in tune with the Tao. When you act from the head, your actions will become draining because you're working against the Tao. Bring yourself back in the belly to create a life of flow. Number 13. Set a physical timer, ideally for 90 minutes, for deep work sessions, and tell yourself, I can either sit here and work on the number one priority or sit here and do nothing. Then do one of the two. Once the timer goes off, take a break for 10 to 20 minutes to stretch, get some fresh air, or simply hit the ground and do as many push-ups as you can. Repeat this process until you knocked out your 1 to 3 high ROI levers for the day. Why this habit? The timer concentrates your focus, and that can either work on X priority or sit here and do nothing, frees you from the pressure, aka the burden of performance, which allows you to actually perform. Number 14. Wake up at sunrise and go to sleep shortly after sunset. Why this habit? The body functions off light and dark. By sleeping in accordance with the sun, you sync your body back in tune with the natural rhythm of life and create a consistent container and structure for your days. This allows you to set your circadian rhythm and get the most out of your days. If you don't establish your circadian rhythm, then you are training your body to misfire. Number 15. Download the Drafts app on your phone and fill it up with ideas, breakthroughs, and insights. At week's end, go through the inbox and process it. Either implement, delegate, or file away. Then archive everything and start the next week with a fresh garden. Why this habit? What you pay attention to grows. What you remove attention from dies. If you want more high-quality ideas for business and life, then start writing down the ideas you currently have. This will optimize the algorithm of life to give you more ideas. The Drafts app is the easiest way to capture ideas. Use it as a capture system, not as a storage system. Notion is much better for that. Number 16. Create and review a mindset folder 3 times a day. Why this habit? If you want to achieve more than what you're currently capable of, then you have to upgrade your identity. Creating a mindset folder is how you do that. Reviewing the folder is how you remind yourself of who you are becoming. Number 17. Plan tomorrow today by coming up with 1 to 3 high ROI levers, plus any open loops or meetings you may have, plus a list of your non-negotiable habits. Why this habit? It creates structure for your day and makes compounding work for you. Remember, 1 to 3 high ROI levers for 1,000 days equals the good life. Number 18. Read 10 pages a day. Why this habit? Committing to reading a book a week is overkill and challenging. Reading 10 pages a day is easy and effortless. When you read 10 pages a day, you build the habit of reading, and some days the book captures your attention and you end up reading hundreds of pages. Number 19. Read 1 ad a day. Why this habit? In order to get what you want out of the video game of life, you have to learn to influence and persuade. The copy brain is something you want to build and continuously hone. One way of doing that is by exposing yourself to good marketing on a daily basis. Reading through an ad is the easiest way of doing that. Bonus points if you analyze the ad for the following elements: the USP, the big idea, the big problem, the big promise, and the proof element. Number 20. Repeat the following thought to yourself 200 to 500 times a day. I am your full name, and I am so happy and grateful to be making the income number you want to be making. Why this habit? Because you become what you obsess about. Number 21. Download the Iris Eye software. Why this habit? Because blue light is the silent killer. Number 22. Spend the first hour of every workday on a revenue-generating activity. Why this habit? 9 out of 10 businesses fail because they run out of cash. Waking up in the morning, opening up your preloaded laptop, and prioritizing cash flow primes you to focus on what actually matters. Number 24. Do 2 to 4 reps of 30 to 50 yard sprints one time a week. Why this habit? Sprinting makes you explosive as fuck and boosts testosterone. Number 25. Run towards anxiety, pain, and fear. Tell your brain you love it and you want more. Why this habit? The brain is trying to protect you. It protects you by keeping safety in and danger out. The issue is, most of us train the brain to associate feelings of anxiety, fear, and panic with danger, which makes the brain and nervous system glitch out whenever these feelings arise. A better approach is to do the opposite. Tell the brain you love anxiety, fear, and panic every chance you get, and retrain the mind to associate safety with these sensations so it stops glitching out and pulling fire alarms. Number 26. Send warm DMs with zero expectations. Why this habit? It's how you build a worldwide network of elite entrepreneurs, marketers, writers, athletes, musicians, creators, and artists. Number 27. Call your mom. Why this habit? Because she carried you for 9 months. Number 28. Ship daily. Why this habit? It allows you to play the lottery. You never know what ad or piece of content is going to hit and go nuclear. By shipping daily, you purchase a lottery ticket for free. Number 29. Buy 2 of anything consumable such as supplements, colognes, and things of that nature. Restock when you only have 1 left. Why this habit? Most people buy 1, then run out, then go without while they wait on their Amazon delivery. Buying 2 and restocking when you only have 1 left solves this problem for good. Number 30. Phone on airplane mode and Wi-Fi off while you sleep. Why this habit? Electromagnetic blah blah blah. I don't know the specifics, but I swear I sleep better. Number 31. Cover the dinner bill. Why this habit? Most people play hide and seek when the bill arrives. Do the opposite. Pay the bill with a smile and never look at it because that reeks of scarcity. Number 32. Tell the inner critic to fuck off. Why this habit? If you don't, it will keep you in the familiar box and ruin your life. Telling it to fuck off creates space, expansion, and room for you to be exactly as you are. And number 33. Never watch content titled 33 Mini Habits That Quietly Changed My Life or anything similar ever again. Why this habit? It's created for the algorithm, not for you. Real juice is found by going deep and within, not broad and out. And on that note, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Your friend, Tej.